You put the Bad Bunny on your phone from distance, play Bad Bunny. That right there was annoying to us. Oh man.
That's crazy.
It's just any Bad Bunny.
Any Bad Bunny.
That's the way that she goes. Sticking to the script, I'm in my own lane. Motherfuckers clicking up, damn, they tryna find some fame. I've been making noise before I had a name. They wasn't fucking with me, now I cut my phone off ring. Shorty on my trail, dude, she deserve a ring. Coming on my mama.
Yo, welcome to the WildKast podcast. Your boy Johnny Trumbone with a U, not a O. You already know that, though.
Hey, your boy StickDuffles, Bronx.
Yes, sir. We got a legend in the building. This man has seen the genesis of my music career. This man right here has seen me coming up in the clubs, grinding, hustling. Yo, EPPS, play my song, EPPS. EPPS, I'll shoot you some change, EPPS. You know what I'm saying? This man is very special, man. I've seen him come up. Very beautiful family. This man is talented. The energy is there. Whenever I get behind the mic, I always envision EPPS because this guy always has a smile on his face, and you can feel that through his words. And the way he plays his music, you can feel it. You know what I'm saying? We got none other than DJ EPPS in the building.
Thank you. Appreciate that.
Welcome.
Appreciate
you
that,
being
man.
here, dog.
Thank you for having me.
What's good, man? What's up?
Everything good, man. You know,
Chilling.
I'm just trying to, just stay out the
afloat.
way.
Stay out the way, huh?
Yeah, but
it's kind of crazy.
But at the same time, smashing them down. You know.
Yeah, got to, man. Speaking of smashing them down, what's going on with your boy Diddy? Nah, I'm just playing. I'm with you.
Yo,
Because I know you're from New York, right?
originally from Manhattan.
Manhattan, New York. Okay, so where in Manhattan for people who know New York?
Around,
Manhattan, where Manhattan?
yeah, around Madison Avenue, 106, Fifth Ave.
Okay.
All right around that Jackie Robinson High School, around that Spanish Harlem area.
Okay. Spanish Harlem. That's what's up.
Lakeview, just to be
Lakeview.
exact.
All right.
Yeah.
Nice.
All right. So, I don't really know much about that area. All I know is like when I hear Spanish Harlem, I think of like Paid in Full.
Yeah.
I think of like maybe Jim Jones.
Yeah.
Does that ring a bell? Spanish Harlem?
Of course.
Yeah.
That at the end of the day, man, when it comes to Manhattan, when it comes to Harlem, or Spanish Harlem,
Mace too.
Yeah, Mace, Dipset, DJ Webstar, Fat Man Scoop.
Oh my gosh.
Big
Fat Man
L.
Scoop.
RP to Fat Man.
RP.
Rest in peace to my brother, Fat Man
Yeah,
Scoop.
man. That's unfortunate.
That's that's that sound, that's that shake out there.
Okay.
Yeah.
But me growing up around that area, I was still a young buck. I couldn't even move around the street. I couldn't even go up the block, let alone, So I was just hearing music. I was hearing the radio stations and deciding that I wanted to become a DJ that way.
Nice.
That's live. That's live. And your roots, you're Dominican, right?
I'm Haitian.
Is that what you call it?
I'm
I see you
Haitian.
call
My
it.
wife is Dominican. So between me and her and our two beautiful kids, I just created Dominican.
Okay. That's where you were talking. Okay.
I
My
thought
bad
it
for
was
the
different.
confusion.
I thought it was cool. And
It's fresh. I like
Yeah.
that. I think that's a brand, Dominican.
Wap Kimbe?
Hola, man.
Hey.
Oh man, let's see.
Okay.
Yeah, well,
EPPS. EPPS.
a lot of people say that,
what's up,
but
bro.
nah, man. EPPS came from my high school days. Coming to Miami, I was going to Killian down in Kendall, and
okay.
there was a painting on the wall of a soccer ball player that he was just about to do a goalie, and then on the bottom it said EPPS. So me and my cousin from New York, we're like, damn, we got to come up with nicknames. We can't be, coming out here with our real names. And, we got to figure out a tag name. He already had Spanky. I didn't know where that came from. But,
Spanky.
but he was a dancer, so it kind of fit him, too.
Okay.
You know what I mean? One of those hip-hop dancers that go in a circle. You know what I mean?
B-boys.
Yeah. But, we just having lunch, and he just looked at me and was like, yeah, da-da-da-da-da. I think that's cool, EPPS. And I looked at him, what you call me? Like, EPPS. Look, a soccer ball player. He looks just like you. It says EPPS on the bottom. We're going to call you EPPS. I told him, don't call me that, man. What is an EPPS? You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
Every Haitian would ask me the same thing. What is an EPPS? EPPS. Epps. And then it's like, oh, I get it. Epps. Like, you know,
Epps.
call him, yeah, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
But, you know, I didn't like it at first,
Yeah.
but he had the whole school call me Epps. That I
It
couldn't
grew
get
on
away
you.
from
Yeah,
it.
it grew on you.
Yeah, I couldn't get away from
Stamped.
it. And
But it
then
worked, though. It worked.
It worked because
Yeah.
as soon as I, you know, hit the turntables and started doing high school parties and so on, all the girls was calling me Epps.
Yeah.
Epps.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know what I mean? And
Yeah, that's
I
me.
just couldn't get away from it. And
Once you said you couldn't go up the block, I already know. I was like, you got.
yeah,
You
yeah,
probably
yeah.
Haitian or something, because
Yeah,
they don't
and-
play, boy.
And one thing about Epps at that time,
yeah.
nobody was called Epps, so it was kind of unique.
Yeah. Yeah.
Afterwards, then the Juice came out, then you learned about Omar Epps, then you learned about Mike. So I was like, I'm the first Epps out here.
Okay. It puts
I
you in that
did,
circle.
wow.
Yeah, definitely. A lot of people think we cousins and everything, but
Nice.
Yeah.
yeah.
I'll be like, yeah, that's my cousin.
actually, Mike Epps does that. Whenever he say, "That's my cousin up there DJing," I'm like,
that's what's
all
up.
right,
So
whatever
Mike
you
Epps.
say.
That's one of my favorite comedians right there, man.
Yeah. Same
So-
here.
So
Yeah,
one thing that I remember when I first met you was a little bit when COVID started. You were getting real active. I feel like you were one of the first DJs to do live, like radio, like on the Instagram. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
you was doing like Music Mondays. I think you're still doing it now, but you were doing a lot more stuff like on COVID. You had like a
Yeah, man.
whole setup.
You know
what I'm saying?
COVID hit hard.
Talk about that a little bit.
Yeah, to a point where they shut down the clubs, they shut down the streets. Like nobody could move. We couldn't do nothing. I'm not gonna say I was the first one to be on, you know, social media or the gram doing it, but you know there was a bunch of DJs doing it, and
Not as big as me though.
Well, you know, I had a. Here's the thing, man. When I went on the gram and started doing it, I said, how am I gonna do it different from all these other DJs? Like, you know, there was DJs on kitchen counters. Tony Touch was in the taxi cab. You know what I mean? I was like,
Wow.
what am I gonna do different? Because everybody's on the gram. I said, you know what? Why don't I just create a mix show where I'm on Monday to Friday, 10 p.m., breaking records, DJing, being my own PD. And it just worked, you know what I mean? We had New Music Mondays, we had Celebrity Tuesdays. I would bring in all types of celebrities to interview. Wednesdays, I get on the turntables. Thursdays, just do Indie Thursdays. And it just worked to a point that like 10 o'clock on Instagram belonged to me, you know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure.
My boy, you know, he's kind of a computer savvy guy. So he taught me about OBS and make sure every time I go on, every time I was plugged up on Instagram, I was plugged up to Twitch,
Nice.
YouTube Live, all at the same time,
Oh, wow.
Facebook Live. So it just gained me a huge following.
Different audience too.
Yeah. So, you know, that was pretty dope. And then while I'm doing that, you know, wifey's looking at me like, yo, you know, Facebook keeps sending you like 2 checks and they're not just little money, you know what I mean? And I'm like,
Wow.
you know, I'm looking at it. Every month they would send me 2 checks, and I didn't understand it till I ran into somebody from Facebook that worked with Facebook, and it was like, yeah, I've been watching you, and I know what you're doing. You doing what DJ should have learned what to do coming out of that COVID situation. And I said, what was that? He was like, when it was time to go back outside to the clubs, all the DJs disappeared. You and D Nice was the only one that stayed on and actually
Gave music.
gave
made
music and stayed with that social media audience.
For sure.
So Facebook recognized that. So between, you know, monetizations, badges, tips, whatever, all that money was, you know, it's stacking up, accumulating, and Facebook would just,
Cash it out.
not Facebook, Meta.
Meta.
Okay.
Meta would send me money
Meta now.
twice every month. And wifey's just looking at me like, you know, you got to keep
what do you
on.
need?
You got to keep on doing
keep
that.
rolling.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure.
That's air conditioning money. That's grocery money. That's
Do you?
And I
do
was
you
like,
adds up.
yeah, definitely.
Do you remember Tory Lanez when he was doing quarantine radio? Do you remember?
Yeah.
You heard about that? You
That's why
remember
he's
that?
locked up now,
And
man.
he blew the record. He blew the roof off of that. And they, you know what I'm saying? And it was such a great thing that he was doing.
See,
similar to what you're doing as well.
A lot of people don't know that. For me, it keeps my name alive, and it keeps me still on the forefront of people's eyes as one of the best DJs out.
Definitely.
You know, that big old haystack of a bunch of DJs, even some of them that don't even know how to DJ, they just got a Serato or a controller.
Right.
You know,
Get 'em.
the EPPS, the Camilos, the Kid Capris. Some of us DJs, we just stand out from that haystack.
Right.
So you know, thank God I learned how to utilize that platform to just stay alive till this day, because. You know, like I said, there's a whole lot of DJs out there, and to stay alive, to stay relevant,
Right.
it's hard.
Right.
It's very hard. So Tory, when he did it, you know, it was genius how he did it.
Genius.
One, break his music, stay relevant, and it also, if I'm correct, it allowed him to get a radio show on the local radio station here in Miami, Florida.
Yeah.
Wow.
It didn't. I don't think it worked out. I don't think it went all the way through, but they were trying to give him a show to keep that going.
Yeah. It didn't work out because I don't think they knew how
Yeah.
serious iHeart was.
Yeah.
iHeart is a big company, and they really need you to be.
Yeah.
Serious about it.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
Basically, like do what they say, kind of thing.
Yeah, and the reason why I didn't stick around with iHeart is because I didn't like how they wasn't being
Serious.
with me.
Right.
Oh.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like,
Why do you think that was? They just hating.
No. The powers to be above, they have no clue what's going on.
Yeah.
It was the PD at the time that was sitting in that chair. He happens to be a DJ. And when another DJ is telling another DJ what to do and how to do it, I'm cool. You could give me directions.
Yeah.
Hey, we doing this, we doing that. But don't try to play me like
Yeah.
I'm that little. You know what I mean? Don't try to, you know what I mean? You don't know Miami. You're from Chicago.
Right.
You know what I mean? Don't tell me, oh, your mixes. Listen, everybody has their own style.
Right.
You know what I mean? So, you know, I didn't like that. Yeah. So I walked away from the situation. You know, and while he was doing that, there's something called an assistant program director.
Right.
And this guy, he's a DJ also. And he's from Miami. So the way I see it, he was just kissing homeboys' ass just to make sure. And now, at the same time, 2 DJs are on top of my back.
Right.
Wow.
I don't work that way. I don't work under pressure like that.
Yeah.
So, you know, I just said, listen,
We out.
yeah, let me step away from this. Y'all have a good day.
Right.
You know, some people out there thought I got fired, but no,
You stepped
Not
away.
all money is good money.
no.
Yeah.
And not everybody has good intentions.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I felt like that, you know, they wasn't really trying to be a family like other radio stations.
Right.
They wasn't really trying to be for the streets,
Yeah.
for the streets. You know what I mean?
Right.
Because they just have to do corporate stuff. And I'm with the corporate stuff, but I just didn't like how you was low-key treating me.
Yeah. Maybe he was probably singling you out for some shit. Who knows?
Yeah, you know, at the end of the day, I remember.
Everybody likes this guy.
Yo,
You know what I'm saying?
yo.
People get mad about
That's the
that
story
shit.
of my life.
It's energy, bro.
That's the story of my life. Like, I'm here till this day because my face is clean out here.
Yeah.
I'm a good guy.
sure.
You know what I mean? If we gotta work,
scandals.
we're gonna go do things. Let's go do it together. Let's go make things happen.
Yeah.
But I learned that there's guys that don't like how girls treat me. They love me. I noticed that DJs don't like how I'm still active.
Bruh. Hate is so strong.
No,
it's sick. It's a sick.
And
Lives
the
popping.
worst thing about
Bruh.
it, you know what's the worst thing
Hating, boy,
about it?
from the distance, bro.
I was good at ignoring that.
Yeah,
I
me
was
too.
really good at just like, you know what?
Yeah. But his energy eventually accumulates.
It was after the pandemic
Yeah.
when mask was really falling off of certain people, friends and family,
Yeah.
For sure.
that I'm like, damn, dog, you really hating on me because
Right. You're still going. Yeah.
or I'm handsome or I'm a good DJ or like really? Like, come on, man. And some of them got more money than me or
Yeah.
they got something really popping off, but they still hate.
They always say that people have so much money and they still miserable.
Yeah,
Miserable. They got all the money in the world, but they just can't live with themselves. Like they just
for sure.
So
It's
you
sad.
know,
Comparison is a thief of joy.
yeah, that's a
bro.
good way of saying it. And so you know, after the pandemic, I found myself like seeking therapy for bullshit like that. Like, why is people?
But that's really good. Congratulations on that, because a lot of people don't realize that a lot of us do need therapy, and a lot of stuff that we need to handle. Cause we especially us as men, we carry so much on our backs already. Mm-hmm. So like sometimes we need to decompress, and sometimes we do need somebody to like outside source outlet to connect to and spill everything that we got going on.
Right.
And that's good that you to seek that, because mental health is like something that a lot of people don't talk about, but needs to be talked about.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I learned that through Charlemagne. You know, with his
he's always talking
Charlemagne
about
the
that.
God?
you know what I mean?
He's
Like,
always talking about seek therapy.
yeah, every time in the morning, I'm taking my kids to school one night and I'm hearing him talk about that. I'm like, you know what? Let me go give that a try, because at the end of the day, some individuals like me, some DJs like me, some Haitians like me,
Oh man, yeah.
we like to just keep it to ourselves.
Dude, it kills you slowly, man.
Yeah, you know what I mean? And I learned that, you know, I do need to go talk to somebody about it. I do need to just, you know, get it off my chest. You know what I mean? Sure. And even if somebody tried me to a point where I want to.
Right. Therapy has put you in a state that
Yeah, you know what I mean? I you know, it's horrible that, one, I don't want to do nothing about it.
Right. Yeah.
But at the same time, what's that mean? You know, if I do something, I'm gonna go to jail. You know what I mean?
bro, for sure.
Well, like damned if I do, damned if I don't.
Yeah,
type
you
thing.
know what I mean? And people take my kindness for a weakness. People think you're soft. You know what I mean? It's like,
showing your
nah,
smile or
man.
something
I
like
just turned the other cheek, because it's not about none of that. It's about, oh, damn, did you hear Epps went act a fool in the club the other day?
Yeah.
Like, nah, you're never going to hear that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You're never going to hear that. Did you hear Epps smack the some kid or something? Nah, you're never going to hear that. So I just rather just...
They always, and it's like in life, they always really do catch the second guy. They never catch the first guy.
Yeah.
You know how long ago we've been hearing that?
Our
Right.
coach told us that.
They always catch the retaliator.
Right.
Unless, like, if society, some people stand up for each other.
You're
but
gonna hit him. You
Right.
better hit him
always
first,
catch the
and you
second
better
guy.
hit him hard.
Right.
And it's like acting off of emotion is a big no-no, man.
Yeah.
Especially a guy of your caliber and what you reached. Like us as guys, like even the youngest guy or that don't know much, he needs to understand that he needs to control his emotion eventually in life. you
Right.
know?
Right. And I'm very good at that.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
yeah.
But at the same time, you know, if you try me, I will say something.
Oh, for
You know what I
sure,
mean?
yeah.
You step on my shoes, I'm allowed to say
Yeah,
ouch.
of course.
You know
of
what I
course,
mean?
of course. You have to still stand your ground, but
Yeah, you
just
know what I mean?
off of like certain things, you just gotta like control it, you know.
I remember the last interview I did, I kind of like expressed myself about somebody that tried the out of me, like
Right.
as a DJ, you know what I mean? And, you know, he came back at me like, yo, you looking for attention? What do you, like, nah, but I'll send a smoke signal letting you know that I remember what the fuck you did to me.
Right.
You know what I mean? And you know, that's it. Just keep it moving.
Sometimes that makes you feel better. I can't even lie.
It does.
That's a little
does.
bit
I'm
of a,
sorry, because
"Oh, yeah, I'll
there's
let you know
other
it,
ways
bro."
I could go about it. But,
Yeah. But you.
but
let
there's
that,
other ways I can.
Yeah, for sure.
What the Fuji say? Killing you softly.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
Trust me, I
yo,
know.
you know, and you on the other side of that, you don't come to me and fix the situation or apologize, because I know I ain't do nothing wrong.
Right.
All I do is play music. What's the harm of that?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But you know, just
behave,
coming out of the
man.
pandemic, I just learned that to just control my emotions and keep on grinding and staying out the way.
Be about your business.
Yeah. And the pandemic was a gift and a curse.
Yeah, it was.
For a lot of people, I feel like it was.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
For everyone,
You know, we went through problems, but at the same time, if you didn't come out that learning something,
Oh man.
It's a waste of time.
Yeah, bro. Because what did you personally learn exactly from the pandemic? Like besides as far as like, you know, of course controlling yourself and everything. I'm saying like away from the music, away from everything, but just life itself.
well, you know, one,
New way to hustle.
Yep.
I'm always learning new ways to hustle.
Right. Yeah.
But that alone
Yeah.
showed me that there's more than just DJing, because
yeah.
I love to play music. I love to DJ. I'm a musical therapist, so I love to make people feel good and take them on a journey.
Any instruments?
Dope.
No, just my
Okay.
turntables.
Okay.
You know what I mean? I just love to do that. But now I learned to be more vocal and talk, interview,
Yeah.
utilize that to help break, you know, Johnny's music, everybody else's music.
Right.
You know what I mean? And you know, being that entrepreneur, being that guidance to people that helped me create my exclusive music record label. You know what I mean? Through Empire.
Fire.
Yeah, you know what I mean? So it's what you learn coming out of that pandemic situation, because once everything shuts down,
Yeah.
wifey was like, son, I'm about to fell right now. What are you gonna do now? You know what I mean? What are you gonna do right now?
That's
Like,
hard.
you
Wifey,
know,
wifey is Asian?
she's Dominican.
Okay. That's
You know what I
close.
mean? That's next door. You know
next
what I mean?
door, yeah.
So, but she was like, what are you gonna do now? Like, how are we gonna pay these?
Yeah. That's a lot of people's concern.
She put that stress on me.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But dog, I'm so happy that you thought out the box and just started.
Yeah, when she did that, it kind of bothered me a little bit.
Yeah.
But somebody, I forgot who it was, but somebody was like, EPPS, relax. Take a year off. You've been grinding and working. I thought about it like that. I'm like, you know what? Yeah, don't worry. Take a year off, sit on that lazy couch, whatever, just relax your bones.
Yeah.
Because I've been doing this since the early 90s, you know what I mean? And I've done a lot. And for me to take that 1 year off to just reset my mind and think of new to do, that shit was awesome.
Yeah. That's good.
The pandemic,
So you took that exact year when it started off.
yeah.
Okay. That's when we were like really sheltered in, like.
Yeah. You know, another thing that happened to me in the pandemic that I learned is it allowed me to stop drinking and smoking.
Yeah.
Sober.
Some stupid broad decides to, and they hand it to me while I'm drinking. I mean, while I'm partying, DJing, and I drunk it, and I found myself in the back alley of Overtown, just laying in my car, just
Passed out.
till it's time to go take the kids to school, like
Wow.
on a Monday night, going on Tuesday. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
and my wife is looking at me like,
What's going on here?
yeah. And whatever that individual intention was,
Wow.
she did a good job of trying to destroy my character,
Yeah.
disturb me and my wife's marriage. She did a great job. And once again, I realized who was my friends and who was not. You know?
Well, you knew this girl or something?
It's
No,
definitely
I didn't
somebody in your
know.
circle. huh?
No. This girl just got in my DM and just asked to come to Playhouse and put on the guest list. I did it, like I usually do.
Yeah.
But in that middle of the party, she just ended up, you know, doing that. And then at the end of the party, you know, I'm at the bar just cracking jokes with the security guards and bartending. Once I left the back door, she's just out there on the phone in the dark, just acting like she's waiting for an Uber. that's all I remembered. So,
Wow.
only thing I could believe is that I was nice enough to offer her a ride home, which happens to be in Overtown, and I end up in another county, and I was in Broward County. So,
Wow.
and just unwrapped. Like to the bad. You know what I mean? I was feeling sick for 4 days. I was passed out in my house, in my bedroom for 3 days and a half, just trying to understand what happened. And more to it just unraveled to a point that it just turned bad. It made me and my wife just. So, you know, I learned off of that to just stop drinking, stop smoking.
Yeah.
You know,
Be more
go to the bar.
Yeah.
If you offer me bottled water, don't worry. Let me take off the cap myself. I got it.
Yeah.
You know, so.
Wow.
Yeah, and that was part of going to therapy too. Like, you know, that was traumatizing.
Yeah. You're still here, man. I think that's good that you're still here.
Yeah, man.
People die from that shit,
I
man.
feel like you think she tried to like set you up?
I mean,
Yeah. Like, you know what I mean? Yo, like, I don't, you
gotta
know.
watch these little hood rats, boy.
Listen,
Gotta
man.
step
like,
on them, boy.
And the thing is, I don't
watch their little ass.
I don't care to hide nothing. You know what I mean?
For sure.
Some people would be like, "Why would you talk about that?" That shit happened to me. I
Hey,
wouldn't
man,
want.
you know how many guys you just made like, oh, let me be more attentive now, because
some
of us
may be embarrassed to talk about that.
Yeah,
That's kind of, you know, embarrassing for some guys. Like, damn, I got drugged and I don't remember. Like,
Yo,
you know.
And I would hear about this in Las Vegas, California. I would hear about
Never
some
me.
things like that.
You'll be like, never me.
In the way
I would
you-
say that till it happened to me.
You know what's crazy about it? In the way you should feel flattered, because they thought like this man got like this big baller right here. We're gonna get him. Like in a way, that's kind of how they like scope you out. They look to see what you have a lot of times, and they try to come at you at like a certain way. You know?
But this individual played it off like we had a great time.
Oh.
And reached out to my wife, telling her.
Oh, she set you up.
Yeah, telling her, yo, we did this, and
Oh my God.
Oh man.
my you know, I'm getting ready to have his baby. Like,
Oh.
it was all lie, like, you know what I mean?
That's some
She
crazy
came out with the
shit.
machete type.
So
She wrong for that.
I had to involve lawyers, doctors,
Wow.
police, courthouse,
She
just
tried to
to
ruin you.
you know what I mean, and you know,
Clear your name in a way. You know?
yeah, to show that yo, whatever you're saying is bullshit. You know, clear my name with my wife.
Yeah,
that's,
of course.
That's the most important thing.
Yeah.
Because as the first month, second month was going by, and you're not coming up front, and you're hiding, and I understand what you was doing.
Yeah.
I see what you was doing, and then you got people that you thought was your friends seeing the problems and hitting on your wife, and
Right.
I'm like, you know what, man?
Yeah.
You know what?
You really get, dog. You see the snakes when you're really low. You see who the snakes are. They could really come out.
Oh yeah.
It's just in their character to come out. You just gotta pay attention.
How do you handle that situation? Like, you see guys like
gotta move
that,
different.
hitting on your wife.
You gotta
like,
move
what the
different.
You gotta move different.
You gotta talk. You gotta.
Sometimes you gotta act stupid, so you can really see. The more dumber you act, and the quieter you are about like running your mouth, pay attention. Shut up, pay attention. You're gonna see so much more.
Somebody said that to me too. Like, yo, just open up your eyes more.
Open up your
I'll go to church.
Listen to your gut. That's
Listen
a big
to your
one.
gut feelings.
That's a big one because
Yeah.
women have it. Women like, oh, we have my intuition. Us men, ours is stronger because the woman supposedly comes from us.
Right.
So ours is way more stronger. So the first time you listen to it, bro, like you're majority of the time you're like
Right.
You know,
Definitely.
so-
And I'm glad that I learned to move different, like you said.
yeah, we
and,
gotta move different.
And like 15 to 20 friends, I just completely cut them off. Like, stay over there. You know what I mean?
Wow.
Some of them I just don't talk to them ever again because they were snakes. There were snakes in the grass.
Yeah.
Waiting and plotting.
And it hurts. So, like us men, sometimes it hurt when you, especially as a homeboy. Sometimes it hurt, man. A lot of times.
I mean,
You would have never thought.
It was a homeboy.
You
Like,
would have never thought that he'll do that to you.
yeah,
Bro. It's like,
over
bro,
20 years of friendship.
Trust me, I have a few of
Yeah,
those.
you know what I mean?
He
Like,
tried.
I feel those.
like and he out here acting like I did something wrong.
Right.
Like,
Play
you know
a
what I mean?
victim.
Nah, man. I had to really humble myself and make sure that I don't well, let me show you. Make that phone call.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I already know. Yeah.
Or do something stupid, like, you know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, you gotta live on your
wife,
life.
son.
Fuck around with that. You know, my
Yeah,
wife.
you can't play like that, bro. That's
Yeah,
crazy.
No. So let's talk a little bit more about. I want to talk about like hip hop. You know what I'm saying? Hip hop DJ, because I feel like you're all genre DJ now. You know?
Yeah, definitely. You got to be.
You know, now you got to be ever since pandemic and all that stuff. And what is your favorite genre, real quick, before we get into it?
It's definitely hip hop. Hip
Hip-hop.
hop is my father.
Yeah.
Nice.
You know what I mean?
That's a good way to look at it.
Hip hop taught me everything, including what we just talked about now.
Life, yeah, how to handle
you know,
that situation, everything.
You know, it
There's
taught
probably
me
a song for
about
that.
all types of individuals. It taught me about women. It taught me about other genres. You know what I mean? Reggae, reggaeton, Afro beats, and so on. You know, and the things that other hip hop artists went through, whether it was Biggie and Pac, or even right now with, you know, Kendrick and Drake and all these stories, it helped me make sure I learn off of that. So, you know, hip hop is definitely, you know, my favorite genre.
Yeah. And you know, since we're talking about hip hop, where you were active during those times of like Biggie and Pac, like, right? Like how do I say, like during that beef stuff? Do you think it was kind of like how the Drake and it was now, like the same type of atmosphere? Or I feel like a little bit is kind of a stage, the Drake and Kendrick stuff now.
Nah, it's totally different because, you know, life was taken away from
Yeah, for
I was
sure.
about to say, yeah, it was
from
a lot of
legends.
ways.
You know what I mean? But to also know the backstory of that Biggie and Tupac era, like Biggie is like me. We don't care about beef.
Right.
We're not paying attention to that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And if you hear some of the stories behind that, you just know it was kind of rowdy.
Because Pac died first, right?
It was kind of
Pac died first.
It was kind of rowdy. But when you listen to the Drake and Kendrick situation, you know, this was about, I'm the number one lyricist.
Yeah.
My is better than yours, dog. And I'm gonna show it to you. I'm gonna show you.
You talking about Drake and Kendrick?
Yeah, I'm gonna show you through one song.
Yeah.
You know what I mean, back in the days, it was hard to understand how a beef song would become a number one charted record.
Bro.
That's insane, yeah.
You know what I mean? We saw it with Drake with Back to Back when
Yeah.
he went at Meek. You know, that record was all over the radio.
Did you spin that record?
Yeah. Listen, man.
Hey, that
We
could be a
gonna play
message.
this one more
Hey,
time.
that could be a message to somebody in there, bro.
Listen,
For
man.
sure.
Music is music, and at the end of the day,
We
if
break
that-
records
if-
around here.
Yeah, not only that I break record, but if it's a hit record, it is what it is. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna go to Philly and start playing that record all over on one of my shows. I'm not gonna disrespect, Meek like that. I'm not gonna disrespect Philly like that. And same thing for Kendrick. You know what I mean? I go to Toronto. I go to Montreal. I go to Canada, and I see some DJs don't touch that record.
The one with Kendrick.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Yeah, you know
I
what I
just seen a video of Popcorn. You know Popcorn?
Yeah.
Popcorn. He was like rolling up and like they were playing that. This is not like us. This is not like us. And that, in the background, he's like, hold on, who that? Because you know he OVO.
Yeah.
So he's loyal to OVO.
Yeah.
Because Drake put him on.
Yeah.
He's like, who the hell playing that in the background, man? Turn that shit off. Like it's so serious that like it's like loyalty is like they don't even play about that. Like this is how you saying like in Canada.
Yeah, you know.
You wouldn't play that track because it's really disrespectful to the 6 and to Drake. So
But as a DJ, like
yeah,
like I said, I won't go to Canada and go do that. But
right.
I'm a DJ, and none of those guys give a damn about me. So I don't. You know, I'm a DJ first.
care
I'm
about
just
your
gonna,
feelings,
yeah, you know
yeah.
what I mean. I'm gonna go play it if that's what's gonna make the dance floor turn up and make my show better. It is what it is.
For sure. What about Pac? Like, what about like Pac times? Like, would you play that Pac record? Like a diss? Because Pac didn't really have a. I mean, Biggie didn't really have a diss track for Pac. Did he? So they said subliminally, supposedly.
It was.
That one's a little bit in the
Yeah,
in the
that
dark.
right there was a little different because, yeah, it was East Coast versus West Coast, but I'm in the South, and even though Miami knew I was a New York boy, living in the South,
They adopted you type thing.
you can't come into my party, and tell me don't play that record.
Yeah.
And that had happened before.
Wow.
Yeah, where and there was, and I would have to literally call security guards on the microphone, shut the music down. Yo,
Get this
why is
guy.
this guy telling me not to play "Who Shot Ya" by Biggie Smalls when there's some West Coast visiting Miami? You know what I mean? They're like, nah. You're in my city. Like, we're gonna run this record. And I just don't care about the beef. The record "Who Shot Ya" is great. If "Hit 'Em Up" is great, I'm playing "Hit 'Em Up" in front of a bunch of New Yorkers.
Yeah.
I play "Hit 'Em Up" right now on Rock the Bells. Like, what's the problem?
Yeah.
That was a time. That was a great era. It is what it is.
Yeah.
These records are out there. Can't ignore them as a DJ.
That just show you how powerful those guys were. Like all these years, these both they're still like, bro, don't play that. Like they still it's crazy.
I was talking to a DJ that represents, We the Best, and we was talking about something, and the record came into conversation, and he said, respectfully, I don't play that record.
Wow.
Oh wow.
I get it, Khaled's your boy, and Khaled's Drake's boy, and I get it. I totally.
So that's why he doesn't play the.
You know what I mean? And it's
Bro.
it is what it is. You know what I mean?
I think he's just doing that out of respect for.
Yeah, as he should.
Yeah.
As he should. I remember me back in the days having there's another situation, like when Fat Joe and 50 had their problems, and I was representing 50 out here with his G-Unit brand.
Yeah.
Some of Fat Joe's people and was trying to make sure that I was not representing 50 like that or playing 50 music. And no, it doesn't work like that. Like, one, I'm a man. You're not going to tell me what the to do.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And two, this is my city. Like, remember, you're from the Bronx. Just because you roll with Khaled doesn't mean you could come out here and tell DJs not to play 50 music out here. And some DJs wouldn't do it. And I look at them like, yo, that's some ass shit. Like, why would you do that?
For real.
So, I get it. Cruise, loyalty. Damn, boy, that
wind was
yeah,
hitting.
you know what I mean? It's like, yo, you think a hurricane is gone, tornado's gone? Like I said, I get it. DJs have to be loyal to their crew. You know what I mean? But, there's some DJs that are just bigger than life, have their own going on that we don't look at that. We don't pay attention to that.
Do you consider Khaled a real DJ?
Of course.
I don't think I've ever seen him like, not now.
Because
He don't need to, I guess.
I'm not too sure how old you are or how young you are. But
Almost 30
I known Khaled
for a while.
for a long time, and I would see him jump on turntables, and I would see him
Work
get
that shit.
technical.
Yeah, I've seen videos.
All right.
But
There we go.
But And yes, he does get busy, and he still can get busy. He'll show you that today. But his lifestyle and his growth, and I would be the same way too. Allow him to be like, I don't need to prove nothing to nobody. I'm making hit records. That's all you need to know. Or you want to get busy? Oh, I could show you that. He will. So yeah, you know, he's a real one.
Yeah.
Definitely a real one.
DJ Khaled. All right, then you heard it here first. Certified. DJ Khaled's now certified.
He's always been certified, man.
I f with Khaled, bro. I like his energy. With COVID, he got busy too, and during Snapchat and all that stuff, I think they were gonna give him a Snapchat deal or something like that too.
Like you see, he was another one that
he adapted.
figured out. I think at that time, he figured out how much social media means to what he can do, where he could go.
Yeah.
In other places, allowed him to link. Because there was a time that, you know, coming out of his last label, it was just, it was.
Terror Squad? Is that
No, Terror Squad was always this crew, you know what I mean? But, you know, I think it was Koch Records or something like that. But, you know, it was dying down a little bit. But he was always there. But the minute that what is it, Snapchat? Gave him that deal and showed him how to use it with his fan love, his fan base, it took him to this other level. And then linked up with Rock Nation and just, you know, it put him in the right spot, you know, and to create more albums and anthems. Yeah. And at the end of the day, you know, even a DJ like me, I take notes out of that and learn how to create records. And, you know, that's why I feel like my record is the #1 DJ record this year. Yeah. Show Us Your Flex. It may not be as big as Kendrick. It may not even be as big as one of Khaled's records, but I know I made the effort to put it out there this year, and it has been one of the best DJ records to come out this year. There you go. So Show Us Your Flex is on all platforms right now, featuring Ramplo, a.k.a. Rampage, the Last Boy Scout, you know. And he's an artist? Yeah. You know, my boy Pyro Heat, you know, he helped me create the beat, and I just said, Rampage, I just need some simple verses, and he nailed it. So, you know, that. And I hear it's kind of like a birthday track, like a hype in a way, right? Like, or because you were talking about like the signs, I heard. Yeah, you know, I don't know. It's like a hype. I don't know. I felt like when I went to the studio, I just felt like, you know what, man? I think, you know, the world needs a new birthday record. So I end up coming up with that, you know. And he just followed my lead, and he added his verse on it, and it just. You have it up on what platform do you have it on? It's on all platforms. It's on Spotify. But you didn't market it as a birthday song, though, right? You just kind of want to let it happen naturally. I let it happen naturally as a DJ record. Back in the days, us DJs used to have these AV8 break records with Fat Man Scoop, and you know, I wanted to bring that essence back. You know what I mean? And then three, the birthday part just happens to, it just flowed with it. Yeah, you know what I mean? And now I see all over the gram, people just utilizing the birthday part. So that's what's up. I knew it was going to be hard to get DJs to play my record because sometimes DJs just don't want to support other DJs. Yeah, but thank God with social media, and what I learned, you don't need them. You can get it out there. Those people on social media, man, those are my DJs. So they utilize it in their background. Everybody showing their flex, whether they're in the gym, they cooking, they baking, whatever, getting money. They just show their flex. You know what I mean? And it just kind of works out. And I'm happy to create that, and I'm happy to also work with Empire that they opened a portal for me to create exclusive music and put out my music to there, and that's what's up. Make my own money, like that's a blessing. So yeah, all that's still a learning process as well.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it's a never-ending process. You never stop learning as an artist, DJ, entertainer. That's how I feel. I feel like you never stop learning. Where I talk people older than me, younger than me, they always say like, bro, I'm learning something new every day.
Right.
Yeah.
One of the things that I like to do is every January 1st, just say, what am I gonna do different this year that I didn't do last year or I never done before? So
I always give advice to get a vision board, like a whiteboard. Mm-hmm. Write down some of your goals. Write down some of the things you're trying to accomplish.
Yeah.
Each quarter, because you have 4 quarters in a year. Each quarter, you could write down something that you want to do up until the end of the year.
right.
And you could change them up, add stuff, take stuff out, change it up. But always advise a vision board.
Yeah, I wasn't good with vision boards, but I think I'm like, Lil Wayne. I just write the lyrics in my head and just,
right.
Yeah.
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And just spend all year just trying to dominate and like you said, take out, put in.
1% better.
And some things would just come naturally, like surprisingly, like, you know what I mean? Like, God, I didn't know I was gonna have exclusive music this year and come out with my single. That was not in my January 1st plan. It just happened. You know what I mean?
Well, we glad you're doing that, man. One thing I wanted to ask, bro, I used to see you push out that one song, Good Energy, with Young Wildin'. I feel like you were one of the first, I think the first DJ I heard like really push that song out.
I was the only DJ
Yeah?
that took.
I feel like you took that song to like another level.
That's breaking music. You know how some DJs or some people on the gram, they be like, do DJs still break records?
Yeah, they do. That's your example right here.
Yeah, you know
So
what I mean?
I know y'all know that song, Good Energy.
Yeah,
We saw him
live.
live. Yeah, the day before our best friend passed away, we saw him live, and when he was performing, he went to my ear and he's like, watch, that's gonna be you.
That's
And
pretty dope.
Well, he didn't actually say that. What he said was, he's like, he kind of sighed. He's like, man, that it should be you up there. That's what he really said.
Yeah.
But I'm trying to show Young Wild in love because I with him.
Yeah, man. I used to mess with him.
Crazy, dog.
You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's cool. I wish him.
Can
the
we ask
best.
what happened, or he didn't want to sign to exclusive?
No. I didn't. I didn't look for him to sign with me. I did not. I didn't ask for not a dime to help blow that record. But
That's
what
crazy,
I did
though.
realize, there was no appreciation for what I've done. Like, I called DJs to help play that record for me. And the fact that I sit here on platforms and I'll tell you straight up to anybody's face, I'm very responsible for that record. Him and his people or parents or management didn't like that. So it's
They wanted
like,
to control it.
I don't know what they wanted to do, but the fact that you didn't like how I was taking credit for what I've done, the hard work I've done, that just shows what type of people you are. You know what I mean?
They
And
probably didn't even believe in it sometimes.
that goes.
That's crazy.
You probably the only one that's like, man, I'm gonna push this.
Right.
Dog, like
And then
I was
they
the
realize it blew. They like, dang, hold on, like
Yeah, he has a
strip
feature
clubs,
now with
DJs, radio DJs. Like, I went in for the project, and not even a thank you card, my man.
Wow.
So and once again, that goes back to what we were saying earlier. You know what I mean? If you don't want me to take credit for something that I genuinely did, low key, that's kind of some hating thing. You know what I
that's
mean?
hate,
But
bro.
I never expressed it like that. I just slowly, silently, just remove myself from the equation, so people could realize you need a DJ to break your record.
for sure.
Because once your DJ is not by your side no more,
And it's popping.
Yeah.
no more.
The world needs savages though.
Yeah.
like,
You
what's
gotta
your
be a
next
savage
single?
sometimes.
How are you gonna move around? Where are you gonna get all these DJs to,
Right.
you know what I mean? And like I said, I wish him good luck. Man.
Yeah. So what if he comes back and just like, hey, man, I'm
I
sorry,
was just
man.
thinking the
Thank
same
you, bro.
thing, bro. I was thinking the same exact question. Because I'm like, you're a nice
man,
guy.
I got this new single though.
You're
Like,
you know what I'm saying?
it's
You're a
with
nice
Johnny
guy.
T.
I was thinking the
Man,
same
he said to
thing.
come talk to you, dog.
Like, I was gonna say, are you gonna leave him cut off, or are you gonna give him a chance?
Listen, I've been 3 decades in this, and I've seen how every artist utilize me and my brand. Some keep it real, and some just come and go when they want.
All right.
But one thing I do is I leave that door open. It's up to you if you want to come back.
Okay, you're good. You're one of those good guys.
Yeah, you know what I mean? And one thing I do know is that even though you f***ed me over or you did something shady, 9 out of 10, that doorbell will probably ring again.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
So that's cool. They could burn the bridge, but you don't allow the whole bridge to burn. You kind of
Yeah, but at the same time too,
We're gonna set up a toll at the bridge.
right?
You know what I'm saying?
I'm
Fuck all
gonna
them.
need you to.
no, you see, when I say I leave that door open, I leave that door open because I don't want to be an asshole and be like, oh, I don't f with you, don't come around me no more.
Nah, for real.
Yeah.
I'm not like that unless you did something to my family.
Right. Oh yeah, for sure.
You know what I mean? You steal money from my bank account. You burn my house down. Those are the type of things where I don't need you around me. Don't come around me.
But yesterday's price was not today's price.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
So now you coming back, it's not gonna be the same type of play now. Now it's like you gotta like.
It's not gonna be the
more
same type
business now,
energy.
like,
You know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure.
Like I said, I didn't ask for a dime, and I probably won't ask for a dime.
For sure.
But it's just got to be the energy. Like, you know what I mean?
Nah, I respect that.
You ask me to help break a record, we're gonna run that. We're gonna do that.
Yeah, I feel you on that.
So yeah, you know, like I said, I wish him the best, but you know, it just didn't work out.
Yeah.
So tell us a little bit about that. Like, how do you like find your star? Like, do you just kind of like, do they come to you? Do you go to like events and stuff like that, or like how do they come about? Like, how do you see a guy like, you know, I want to invest in this guy and help this guy out?
Well, you know, the record has to be monstrous in my ear that I believe in that record.
Right.
But after that, I got to look around and see where your head's at. Are you, because as a DJ, I can't be out here pushing the record more than you. And that's what happened with that other play. You know what I mean? You know, if you out here thinking that you done made it because EPPS helped put your music out there already, nah, man, there's more to that, man. Way more to that. So, you know, I'm as an A&R, as a DJ, as a music exec, I'm always looking for hit records to help push. Yeah. But if you're not doing anything, you're not even boosting your own shit on Instagram, like, I don't see anything happening. So, you know, even back in the days, like, you know, I feel like some of these artists that are well known now from Miami don't give us DJ the credit that we deserve for putting them out there. I'm not gonna name any DJs out here, but me and a lot of DJs, it took us a lot to get Pitbull out there. It took us a lot to get Flo Rida out there. It took us a lot to get Ross out there. It took us a lot to get Trina out there. It took us a lot to get Uncle Luke out there. It took us a lot to get the Piccolos, the Billy Blues, the Pick.
Oh, you went back with it.
Bob
Billy
Greasy,
Blue.
like, it took us a lot.
Yeah, Billy Blue is one of my favorites.
But I don't think we get the credit that we deserve.
Yeah. Nah, I respect that though. I see what you're saying.
You know
Yeah,
what I
I
mean?
can
So
definitely see that.
we low key remember that. It's in the back of my mind, like, you know what I mean? You know, at least Luke takes me on the road with him. That shows appreciation that he with me.
Yeah. Luke still does shows now?
Yeah. Listen, man.
They shaking booty at themselves?
Well, I'm sure, boy.
You gotta understand, man.
When that bitch drop like that,
If you
Boy.
can't come to Miami and
see.
have a great vacation and do some Miami, if Miami comes to your city, I seen this. I just came back from Alabama with Homeboy, and they just,
Tore that up.
oh my God.
What?
And they're not even grown-ups. They're young kids.
They're young kid, yeah.
You know what I mean? He just came back from California, and I just seen him, and Nasty just turned that upside down.
Sure, bro. And the old heads in there too now. Like
Yeah,
the older
no,
ones in there.
they there in the background.
They just aging wild. They aging well. Aging like wine, boy.
And it makes me proud to see that he's still active.
Yeah.
He's still respected.
He was a politician at one point, wasn't he? Like I won't say a politician, but like
Dabble.
He still dabbles into it. You
Oh,
know
he
what I
does?
mean?
Okay.
Oh, yeah, definitely. You know what I mean? And he does the football thing with the kids.
Yeah.
that's
You know what I mean? But at the
what's up.
same time, he still lace up them boots and go perform out there. And
That's so wrong.
yeah, you know what I mean? That you know what I mean? He gets
Longevity,
his girls.
longevity.
Yeah, you know. At the end of the day, he is our KRS-One in Miami,
Okay.
For sure.
if that makes sense.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I see what you're
And they're gonna just respect him, and they're gonna book him, and they're gonna want to see some twerking. They want to see some Uncle Luke show till this day. I think as long as girls could shake their ass, no matter what age they are, his music is gonna stay alive. And now that he just won the rights to his catalog with 2 Live Crew.
Oh. So he could do a lot more.
Oh man, he could do a lot more, and I'm happy for him, and congratulations, Luke, for that. You know what I mean?
You got to get hopefully this team got the right team.
Yeah,
Gonna
he
turn that
definitely
upside
got the
down.
right lawyers and got that back
Yeah.
from Homeboy, and you know,
So,
I just wish
congratulations, Uncle Luke.
Marquise and Chinaman was here to see that. You know what I mean? They would have
We're
been
crazy
real.
for it.
Well, they happy up there now, but
For sure.
they needed to see that.
Right. As a DJ, when you up on the booth, what's one of the songs that you always hear people request? Like one of the craziest songs, or like one that's annoying, or like people always request that song, no matter where you at.
You know, different eras, there was different times and different songs. You know, recently us DJs, we just came out of a Bad Bunny. You put the Bad Bunny on your phone from distance, play Bad Bunny. That right there was annoying to us. Oh man. You know,
That's crazy.
It's just any Bad Bunny.
any Bad Bunny. That was one of the last
Annoying things that
Yeah, you know what I mean? You know,
That's
the
crazy.
Not Like Us.
They don't even come
A
up
little
to-
bit.
Yeah. Okay.
People was asking for the Not Like Us because they want to just learn or do the crip walk. You know what I mean? You know, we had eras where Fat Joe was making them lean back.
Right.
Lean back.
People just wanted to lean back. Young Jock had them doing the motorcycle dance. You know what I mean? Lil
2006.
John.
Eastside
Play
boy.
some Lil John. I want to get crunk.
Yeah.
Crunk. That's
They
crazy.
didn't have it.
yeah.
Even though they were doing the snapping, I want to get crunk.
Yeah.
So yeah, you know, we had different times and eras
Music is great.
Oh.
It is, man.
all around. But for me as a DJ, the Bad Bunny one was the worst one.
Yeah.
Yeah. You DJ
It
compa
still
events?
is.
You DJ compa events?
Of course.
What the
Yeah,
that's the
of course.
that's what's
What's
up.
what's like the biggest like Haitian artist like?
You know, right now
Besides
my boy
Kodak
Tony
Black.
Mix is just killing it.
Tony Mix.
Tony Mix?
Yeah.
Tony is
He's fire.
killing it, man. You know,
Shout out.
I'm
Shout out
looking.
Tony Mix, man.
I'm looking to do a song with Tony soon.
Yeah? Oh,
yeah,
man, you gonna
man.
kill it.
You know, 'cause
Double
he-
day? Double day? Or?
Yeah. You know what I
yeah.
mean? You know, we're producing some beats, and we
what's
going
up.
back and forth. So
Tony.
Tony is one of the fire guys out right now.
Yeah, for
Also
sure.
good friends with T Vice. You know what I mean? Those are my boys. You know, sometimes, yeah, those are my boys till this day. And at the same time, you know, I'm also learning about other Rabadai music and compa music as I grow, because you know, yes, I'm Haitian, but you know,
Yeah.
From New York.
you know, Haitian parties is, you know what's good I like about Haitian parties, that you gotta hear some hip hop and other music in Haitian
Yeah,
parties. So
yeah.
they say, you know what, let's bring in EPPS to mix in with the Tony Mix
Yeah.
or some of these hot Haitian DJs. And that's where I stand out.
Yeah, that's good. That's good.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, versatile is also.
Shout to Saint Clan too, man. Those are my
Oh
boys.
man, that's the whole
5
team.
Yeah.
Shit, yeah, that's the whole team. I've seen those guys. I've seen those guys live so many times, man.
Yeah, they are killing it,
Yeah,
man.
I love Sinclair.
I like those guys.
They got some fans in here.
Listen, you know, as much as everybody enjoy reggaeton, they enjoy Afro beats. And when you have a DJ EPPS on the set and he just all of a sudden just start playing compa, trust me, you'll start seeing people that's not Haitian just start learning how to,
This way,
you know
this
what I
way.
mean, and give the gouillard. You're like, what? Yeah. So, you know, I think compa is still something for the future that's gonna be going crazy for the massive soon.
And you hit the right word, because I know we're close to your studio session time, because you know you got a session coming up. And I wanted to ask, what do you think of the future of music? You know, because you just said compa is like, you know, still rising.
Right.
You know,
Right.
do you feel like, real quick, do you feel like it's gonna go back to like lyrics, or is it still gonna be like
Yeah.
we just want to dance type thing?
Yeah. Kendrick Lamar's Not Like Us is one of the prime example of
Yeah.
it's not just mustard in that beat. It was just what he was saying on there. You know what I mean? And then now you're looking at, you know, nothing against the new, what do we call them, Gen Zs?
Gen Z,
You know what I mean?
YNs.
You know what I mean? There's nothing against them because some of them got dope records. Like, I mess with Bossman D-Lo. I mess with the City Girls. I mess with Lotto. All these, you know what I mean? Yeah, you know what I mean?
Glorilla, too. I like it.
Oh, Glorilla, I love her voice.
Oh, you
Glorilla's
touch the
fire.
talks?
Yeah,
I like her
I love
accent,
her
bro.
voice. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I f with all of that.
Yeah.
But at the same time, you hear LL come out with an album like, God damn, after 20 years, you still sound like you didn't miss a step. And you do a joint with Sweetie, and
They just dropped
sounds
one.
fire.
yeah, you know, dropped the Force album, and then did a track with Eminem, and it's like, damn, like, and then you look at other people like Common coming out with an album with Pete Rock, and it's like, okay,
That's dope.
so you know,
People be in the kitchen.
yeah,
They be cooking.
they
Redman still dropping music. I just saw a video he
doing
dropped.
those
Shout out to
yeah,
Redman.
doing those freestyles and doing some more like because
That's dope.
at the end of the day, there's a message, and you listening, and you like. You can't really listen to what people call them nowadays mumble music.
Nah, yeah.
So when you hear that message, you're like, what? Did he just say that? Yes, he did. And that's how it's supposed to be. So I think, you know, lyrics is coming back,
Yeah.
is being highlighted in certain songs. I think, you know, like my son, he's 15 years old.
Yeah.
He loves them.
He's big too.
Yeah,
That's a
That's
a DN right there.
He's looking
boy.
at me eye level. I'm like, oh, slow down. But
Wow.
but the little he likes rod waves, and he puts me onto some. You know what I mean?
That's what's
You know,
up.
I'll be like, okay, who's that?
Add to the playlist.
Melly. All right, I understand. You know what I mean? And as a DJ, he helps me catch up with whatever's new out there with these new age rappers, these Gen Zs. But guess what? I be walking down the hallway and his room is closed, and that is bumping Eazy-E.
Who?
My son.
Oh, wow.
He bumping Ice Cube. He bumping Dre 50, and then he learned how to rap. And I'm thinking he's gonna rap like today's.
Yeah.
But it seems like he can't he can't follow those new beats. So he ends up
For the
looking,
slower RPM.
he ends up following. He gets.
That's when like real music was being composed.
Even though those beats has a little old school feel to it, but it's also a new age beat. And I find him jumping on those beats, and I'm like, all right.
Like Larry June, Alchemist type beats.
Yeah. You know what I mean?
We can just flow.
You know, I'm very proud that he knows how to balance that, and most kids are doing that. I noticed that as well. You know what I mean, so yeah.
That's how you find out like how to move. Cause I be asking my little cousin like, man, like who you listening to nowadays? You know, and I kind of like, all right, let's try to work on those type of beats. Like I have made songs for like dance hall, stuff like that. Now, you know, doing a lot of reggaeton music because my cousin's like, yo, I'm listening to a lot of reggaeton. I'm listening to Bless, Peso Pluma. You know what I'm saying? My boy's like, yo, you need to do a Peso Pluma type song. You know what I'm saying?
Bro,
So we're in the studio like trying to make a corrido song.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Yo, hey, something's gonna hit, and I know it's gonna happen. It's like I just gotta find out what genre is it gonna be.
Right.
And that's what we on right now with this Latin music, man.
I see a lot of the country boys, the black country guys, they're going the country route now. They're trap guys though, but they're going country. Because I guess the trap goes with the country, I guess.
They see that it's more to it than just hip hop, and that's what's great about it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's what's great about it.
Yeah. Nelly was the first to do it though.
Nelly,
Tim
McGraw.
Tim McGraw.
That's diamond.
Yeah, for real.
Yeah, that was real country.
Yeah, real country, but it did so well though.
Yeah, very commercial.
Well, anything you put some booty short girls in there,
Oh yeah,
you gonna make that work, man. You gonna make that work, man. And Nelly was good at it, especially when he did that tip drill.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And one thing I want to ask that we always ask all the guests: what's something you could say to motivate? And before you answer, we're gonna let MC answer because we usually tell the guest first. But
what's one thing to motivate?
We should go first. Yeah.
One thing to motivate. I'll go with pretty much get to it, man. You know, like don't even waste it. Like you said last time, the arc, man, the winter arc. We're like what 3 months out to the end of the year. Crunch time, you know. Finish the year off strong, and you know, even at the end of the year, if there's something that you've been procrastinating to touch this year, at least touch it before the year ends. Yeah. Even if you don't get to finish it, you cross over to the next upcoming year. And remember, even though the year changes, it's only a number that changes.
Right.
Yeah.
Literally. But sometimes you can't feel the energy, but just keep going. Push through. That's all. You know?
I think you hit it on the money, man. It's like, don't procrastinate.
Yeah.
Because I learned that with certain people that I used to hang around with. They would procrastinate.
Yeah, bro. It
rubs off on you, damn, too. Imagine if you would have got that done, where would you be at right now? Or
it rubs off on you, too.
Yeah, you know what I mean? So it's like, nah, don't procrastinate. Just jump off the ledge. You never know what's going to happen, man. If it doesn't work, all right, pick up, get back up, and do it again another way.
Yeah.
So, you know, for me, you know, to motivate, man, just show them that you could do it. Show them that you could do it. Show them that you could just knock it out the ballpark with a team or by yourself. And don't be afraid. Don't be afraid. Be humble. You know what I mean? And keep your face clean in the streets, man.
That's a big one.
Major.
Man, Florida, Broward is so small, it's ridiculous. Like Florida in general, everybody knows somebody. That's what I'm saying. I agree with you with keeping your face clean. You never know who you might know, or who might be able to be opportunity for you to.
Who he might become.
Or you might become, you know, so yeah, that's a big one.
Dang, man, we got DJ EPPS in the building, dog.
Appreciate you for having
motivating
me,
us,
great
man.
energy.
We doing it big, man. I think all you guys are great. Everything what you guys are doing, that's why I like being around like you guys, like you got, you know, type of people that is just like, bro, like y'all working towards something. Like you've been working towards something since the 90s and you still active, still finding new ways to hustle, to break music. You helping people break music still throughout, like,
Throw parties.
and you're dropping your own stuff, you're doing parties, you're traveling, you know what I'm saying, your family, like, you know, I feel like you are a successful artist, you're a successful DJ.
Thank you.
And I'm glad that, like, you know my name, and I'm glad that, like, that you came on the WildKast, man, to talk your shit.
Man,
Like,
I'm glad that you even considered me, you know, coming over here and having this talk. Cause sometimes, you know, you gotta come out here and tell your story. You gotta let everybody know. My saying is let these motherfuckers know. You know what I mean? So you just gotta let them know, man. And I think so I forgot who said it, but you know, there's people out here that's trying to rewrite history and leave your name out. You know what I mean?
yeah.
And
That's
I always
crazy.
want to let people know that, you know, I was one of the first to just come out here and be the only DJ to do his own parties. You know what I mean? You know, first one to help put mainstream hip hop parties on South Beach. Some of these, you know, clubs and promoters that's doing it right now, you know, there was somebody that actually did the blueprint.
Right.
You know what I mean? And, you know, some of them are here, which I'm one of them. Some of them are not alive right now. And I feel like some of those people don't get the credit that they deserve. So, you know,
Yeah.
I appreciate that, man,
Yeah.
you know, for having me, you know, just come out here and just, you know.
I feel like you deserve your credit, and this is
But
our
they say
way
flowers, we get the flowers.
Yeah, your flowers.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
what Drink Champ
You
says.
know,
And I feel like you deserve your flowers. I want to ask you real quick. Do you have a quick like story about any artist, like hip hop artists from like the 90s or some coming up, like? Cause coming up as a DJ, I'm pretty sure you've seen a lot of stuff, or like you were helping like maybe the next big DJ as you were coming up. Like you were helping like, you know, the bigger DJ there. I don't know exactly.
There's a whole bunch.
Whole bunch, right?
Yeah, because
I figured.
in that time, that era, you know,
So much was going on.
I came to Miami and every New Yorker wanted to come to Miami and get their music played.
Really?
So I would open up the doors for the 50 Cent, for the Diddy's, for the Busta Rhymes, for the Fat Joes at my parties. You know, I would have a party called Sugar Shack, and you know, I remember Diddy would just have, you know, he would come into the party with J-Lo and he'll be on top of his security guard's shoulder just having a great time. You know what I mean? Way before.
In Miami.
Yeah, you know what I
listening
mean?
to his music.
Yeah, you know, Wu-Tang.
That's so lit,
They would
yeah.
need somewhere to play their music. Boot camp. They would need somewhere. And another thing too that I was, you know, having fun doing was inviting Tony Touch, Camilo, Red Alert to come to my party and rock out with me.
Oh.
You know what I mean? In Miami. Because at the end of the day, that was some New York DJ's dream. Just like it was my dream to go to LA, and I made that happen, you know? So it was good to create those type of vibes, stories. You know, anybody ask, I'm the one that helped 50 Cent get his numbers here in Miami, Florida.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Why he was going through that problems with other rappers back in the days in the South. I'm responsible for that, you know? But, you know,
Heard it here first.
those were my favorite times. You know, when they would have How Can I Be Down and Music Power Summit, these type of conventions here in Miami, I would see it all, man. I would see the West Coast and East Coast
Shit was
beef
real.
right in the middle of Collins. I would see,
Wow.
you know, yeah, you know, those were great times. But I'm glad, you know, I'm glad to see that everybody squashed their beef.
Yeah.
Right.
Everybody is has
Get to
matured.
the money, yeah.
And they getting the money. You know what I mean? And we are here now celebrating life, celebrating artists, celebrating new artists, and so on.
So you say you basically was like, basically Miami has been your hub, like that's been when you're.
Miami made me.
Yeah. Do you remember Cayocho?
Of course.
You ever DJ'd that?
Yeah. Yeah, I would.
Throwback, bro. I remember growing up hearing about. I never could go. I was young. I was too
I
young
would go to
out there.
Cayocho.
They don't have that no more, right?
Yeah, they do.
They still do?
They do.
Oh wow.
They do. Cayocho was one of the. Like I'm gonna be honest with you, man. Like coming from New York to Miami, I have not seen so much Latin women in my life. So when I would go to Cayocho, I would be on a high. I'd be like, "God, they damn sayo, man."
Well,
Like,
yeah,
look at these girls, boy. They
Bro,
looking great. All types of Boricuas, Cubans, Colombians.
I grew up around a lot of like Hispanics, and like I will see what they dress up to when they're going. And you be like, "Dang, boy."
My Cayocho moment, big up to Power 96, because I would always be on their stage sometimes, DJing with them. But one of my Cayocho moments was when that era ended with 50 and Fat Joe, and I'm in backstage, and I always run into a little tiny unnecessary guilty by association problems with Fat Joe. And he came up to me in the back of Cayocho and was like, "Yo, can we talk? Can we step over here and talk?" I'm like, "We don't gotta step nowhere. I ain't going nowhere with you. We talk right here." And he was like, "Come on, Epps, let's just talk." So we took a couple of steps back, and he was like, "Yo, let's just kill all of this. It was just unnecessary." I'm like, "Yo, Joe, man, never had a problem with you. Like, I'm a DJ, man. All right? You just gotta respect me. The was paying me money to help promote his music, his Get Rich or Die Trying. And as a man, I gotta go feed my family." And from there, we just squashed and
he started breaking records with Epps.
listen, I never, even I was rolling with 50, I never said I was gonna stop. I told you, I'm not that type of DJ. I never said I was gonna stop playing Khaled's records or Fat Joe records. Yeah. Before Khaled came to Miami, it was Epps. And guess what? I was the one that was playing Flo Joe out here. I was helping getting his music out here. So that never changed. So just like I told him, I was like, I get the rap beef, but I never had a problem with you, homie. Your crew made it a problem. You know what I mean?
It's always the
we G Unit,
yeah.
we're Terror Squad.
G-Unit.
I wasn't about that. Yeah. So that Cayocho moment,
Oh, that was
yeah, for him to come up to me and just say, "Epps, let's just," that was a great moment. And I looked at Joe like, "Thank you for dismissing all of that, because it was really unnecessary. It was unnecessary."
That's what's up. And we're about to close out, but I remember you did an interview with Tony Sunshine. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that was pretty lit. I know he was.
Yeah, you know what I mean? And that's just me, you know.
He's fire.
Tony is, till this day, Tony is fire. And I hope he gets more than what he does, you know, he's getting now, because he deserves it.
Yeah, very talented.
So, you know, I just wanted to just, you know, for me to come out the pandemic and create what I did with the social media and have Celebrity Tuesdays, yeah, I would love to bring a Terror Squad member on the show so people could understand that it was never like that. And people like Tony and some other people, they knew the deal. It was never a problem. It was never no real beef. And that's, you know, that's why I with Tony till this day. That's why I with Fat Joe till this day. And even Khaled, like, man, me and Khaled, back to back, head DJs in Miami. Like, nobody could not come to Miami. Oh, you got to check Khaled, you got to check Epps. We was the best DJs out there, along with Irie. But the media would make it look like, oh, man, Epps got beef with Khaled. Nah, we never had beef. Y'all make it look like we had beef. that's the homie till this day. And if you see some other that me and him, we got pictures with each other, we rock with each other, and that's that.
Yeah.
It was never like that. So yeah, man.
It's all love. It's all
Always,
love.
always.
You know what I'm saying? All love. We out here, WildKast Podcast. DJ EPPS, show your flex.
Yeah,
in the
man. Show us your
building.
flex on all platforms
Yes,
right
sir.
now. Hit me up at DJ EPPS, DJEPPS.com. The merch is out. You want to get some merch? Hit me up. I appreciate the love.
Yeah.
And
Yes,
I
sir.
hope
Appreciate
to
you
come
being
back
here.
and we could talk some more, man, because
Yeah,
this
man.
was definitely a vibe.
Yes, sir. Thank you for coming.
Thank you, bro.
Oh, for sure.
We want
for
to
sure.
ask more hip hop stories next time.
Listen,
you know what I'm saying?
man. As long as I've been in the game, there's a lot of
There's a
hip
lot
hop
of stories.
stories, man. I seen people get smacked up. I seen people get jumped. I seen people get love. I seen people come from here to there and go back down.
Yes.
I seen it all. But as long as hip hop is looked at as a great and global genre, that's what's needed. Like, if we could get, Kendrick to
Bring Drake on stage, Super Bowl.
That'd be crazy.
and Lil Wayne,
Oof.
that's it. That's what's
Hip-hop
that's-
took over the
That's
world
what
if he
needs to
does that.
happen.
I think there might be a surprise. I feel like
Might be.
because they kind of tried Louisiana a little bit like that. Like,
Yeah, but it could be for all talk. It could be.
but Jay-Z's about business though. That's the thing though. Like, he's not gonna please you. He not gonna do what you
Commercial wise,
want.
it's kind of hard to sell Lil Wayne, but you can still do Lollipop, a Millie, Get Money, like Carter 3.
Commercial wise.
See, no. At the end of the day, Lil Wayne, he could.
Yeah,
I
he got a
believe
lot
he
of
has
that.
enough music,
That's what I say. His catalog is crazy.
pop music, all types of music to handle the Super Bowl. But I'm a big wrestling fan. Wrestling is my therapy. I like when I just want to just not think about nothing, or I like to watch wrestling.
He just love wrestling.
You know what I mean?
We love that shit.
Yeah, you know what I mean? I love wrestling, man.
That's crazy.
And I recently seen Lil Wayne performing on top of, I think it was a WrestleMania on stage.
Oh yeah.
And
It
it didn't sound good at all.
They talked about that a lot. They were like he looked like drugged out or something like that.
So
yeah, they
as
said that boy looked
as
crazy.
NFL, do I want that representation on stage? I need you to sound clear. I need you to sound. I need you to. You know what I mean? I need you to move. I need you to dance. I need you to. So, it might be some just. It's not. I don't think it's hating. It's just business, man.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. Like he's not about to please everybody and like change his lineup because of what y'all think. It's about like at the end of the day, it is about image and it's about business. If because he looks a little drugged out though, to be honest. But I would love for him.
It doesn't matter what city that Super Bowl was going to. Kendrick was gonna be, just like he swept the whole BET Awards. It's Kendrick. It's still Kendrick till the Super Bowl. It's gonna be Kendrick.
Yeah.
By the way, Not Like Us Blends remixes is out right now. Go to my Bandcamp DJs. Go get those remixes.
When that song drops in the Super Bowl, it's gonna be crazy.
Yes.
That song about to be crazy.
And you're gonna see it in people's face. They're gonna wait for it. They're gonna be like, and once it drops, yeah.
That bitch in the shape. Yeah.
I ain't watching football to the Super Bowl.
For real. Right. I watch highlights. I haven't watched it.
EPPS, any words till next time?
Man, I just want to say, just keep on supporting DJ EPPS, man.
Yeah,
Thank you
sure.
for supporting DJ EPPS, because all I want to do is just play music.
Yeah.
Let's go. Y'all support DJ EPPS, man.
Appreciate that. Appreciate
do
that.
that.
And,
WildKast Podcast.
and this is a dope podcast, and
Yeah.
congratulations.
Thank you, brother.
And-
Built
know
this
what I
from
mean?
the ground up. I say it every time. I started with that phone, sitting on a toilet, screaming, "You guys need to wake up 6 a.m, start working." It's like 3 p.m. in the afternoon. And look, lo and behold, you know what I'm saying?
There you go.
We built a team and we're all working towards a goal. So I
There you
appreciate
go.
these guys. We're nothing without each other.
Thank you for having me. I appreciate that.
DJ
man.
EPPS. What was the call sign again? DJ EPPS. Let these motherfuckers know. Yeah.
Everybody can't go, that's the way that shit goes. Sticking to the script, I'm in my own lane. Motherfuckers clicking up, down, they tryna find some fame. I've been making noise before I had a name. They wasn't fucking with me, now I cut my phone off ring. Shorty on my trail, dude, she deserve a ring. Coming on my mama grind, they gave me everything. Working 10 to 10, girl, making petty change. Couple handshakes on the street, I made a band. I can show you how to do it, teach you to be a man. Shot this crude, I'm mixing.